Hey everyone, I'm Hector with Westward Whiskey, and today we're going to be doing something amazing, pairing whiskey and donuts. Okay, so what we have here is Westward Original. Westward Whiskey is the next chapter. It is the pinnacle of American whiskey, and what we're doing is we're grabbing some amazing Southern California donuts, arguably the pinnacle of American dessert, and seeing how the two worlds combine and elevate each other. All right, that maple glaze was great, but if you actually look at donuts, it's cool. There are so many different expressions. Well, that's a whiskey term. There's so many different flavors and styles of donuts that you just gotta try them all, right? So when you look at OLIBOLI, they're known for the yeast that they use. So this was a regular, amazing yeast donut that's raised. This, on the other hand, I just had to try it out for myself because instead of this maple, instead of that donut yeast, we've actually got a cake donut. This is actually gonna be a cinnamon crumb. And the reason I gravitated to this specific crumb donut is because it has a lot of baking spices. And when you look at whiskey and the world of whiskey and what's in this glass, you'll hear the term baking spices thrown out. What I love about donuts is instead of saying baking spice, we actually get to taste what spices go into that. So on this, there's a lot of cinnamon, there's a lot of nutmeg, and I think that's something that you find coming from our American oak barrels, just heavily toasted, lightly charred. There's a lot going on in this donut that I think you'll find in this glass. Let's cut into their cinnamon crumb. Oh man, you can already feel it on the cut. Compared to your typical raised donut, this one is so dense, and I look at it and I'm not afraid, because you know what? Sometimes you just gotta like it a little thick like this. It just reminds me of fall, just cutting into it. I'm so excited. I'm gonna stop talking and just, try this. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you what. I don't think I've had my fair share of fall, autumn, call it pumpkin spice latte, whatever, yet this year. But that right there is giving me huge autumn vibes. I love it. I love it so much that I'm still chewing on it. I don't want to let it go. But you know what really is the star of this? Besides the texture, it's a punch of baking spices. So look at cinnamon, look at nutmeg. Basically open up your spice rack and whatever you're gravitating towards, besides brown sugar and everything that you're gonna use to make an amazing little fall treat, that packs an amazing punch of spice. And this little cup, this dram, this pour of Westward Original stands up to that, but with an ever bright, very crisp on the palate taste that's just gonna cut through all of that. Yeah, and just like that, I'm ready for another bite of this cinnamon crumb.